Alright everyone, fair bit of news today. We've got two on Dean Huson from David Ornstein. Uh, the first part of the story is published in Anfield Sector's Twitter, and they've said Liverpool are among the clubs with a firm interest in Dean Huson. They've held meetings and conversations with his camp in the last week, but I'm not aware of offers being made yet. Now, David Ornstein himself said Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle, Tottenham have all met Dean Huijsen representatives ahead of decision being made on 19-year-old centre-back's future. Bournemouth and player wants swift outcome. Release clause 50 million. That plus more in weekly Q&A. And he's tagged in the Athletic FC. So there's obviously something with Dean Huijsen and us in the works. Now, Sammy Mockwell at BBC and it's again in Anfield Sector. They said new, with Liverpool having kept their finances largely intact last summer, they expect to be active once the market reopens, with a central striker top of their priorities. And then he's also said recruitment staff had already begun identifying potential targets who are primarily left-footed or have experience of playing left-sided centre-back. Gehi was among those analysed, but the extent of the interest was unclear. Dean Huijsen has also been watched. Ian Doyle Sport, again quoted in Anfield Sector, Liverpool are already pondering their options for support in the position for Conor Bradley. That's an interesting one. And then what's interesting here is there's a post here from 19th of December 2020 from Liverpool's Twitter account, and it says here, Sadio promised and delivered. Lee, that was for you and your granddad. And it's been shared, or reposted as we should say, by Hugo Kitka. That's the Frankfurt striker that we're linked with. Question is, why is he sharing a post of Marnie from just over 4 years ago? So that's the Twitter roundup that I'd seen. I'm going to have a quick look now. I'm just going to go through Twitter itself and just go through them all. Might be just easier. Unless there's anything really big with an in-depth article to look through. Another one is Valencia would like to keep Mamardashvili for another year and build the team around him. He wants to stay in Spain apparently on loan because he doesn't want to be a backup keeper and would rather wait until Alisson leaves. Or Liverpool guarantees the number one spot. But he would need a better deal at Valencia because he's losing money in his loan deal. What's interesting, that's come out around about the same time, the links with Galatasaray for Ali. What else have we got? Ismail Mahmoud, this is on LFC Transfer Room. He's heard that Mohamed Salah's potential salary in the new contract is a fixed £400,000 a week. Here's they've in LFC Transfer Sport. They've also got Ian Doyle from the Echo telling the Conor Bradley story. What else do we have? Sammy Mokbel BBC says the futures of Joe Gomez and Gerald Quansah are also remain uncertain. Konate's entering the final 12 months of his contract, so Liverpool may have to make a decision on his future if an agreement is not reached before the new season. Sorry, that's Sammy Mockbell at the BBC. Nicola Bella, 28, has become the most valuable Italian footballer, with Liverpool above all interested in Inter Milan midfielder. That's come from Gazzetta Italia. I'm sure, is that the Gazzetta dello Sport? Yeah. So that is a rundown on the news that's been circulating on Twitter today. It's not rumours, it's reports from BBC, The Echo. So it's published stories. Whether they're true or not's another matter. I tend to believe the Ornstein ones more than anything else. But there you go. That's the news roundup for the day. Thank you very much, and we'll see what else is. Alright?